Hi everybody, it's Catriona here from Trinity Sport. I'm coming to you with my YOGALATES class today. We're going to focus a lot on stretching. That's why I have this prop with me. I just grabbed a couple of books and stacked them up, and that's a pretty good, strong, solid prop I have there. So you can meet me on your mat in the Sukhasana. And we will start with a couple of exercises just to stretch out the muscles in our upper back. So if you want to just reach out in front of you, inhaling. And then as you exhale, we're going to bind to the eagle arm. So cross your arms over each other and stop around your elbows. And then we're just going to pull these thumbs up. And then try to move our palms closer together. So maybe just inching your hands a little bit closer to your forehead. And slowly pointing your fingers a little bit higher. Just lift those elbows and feel a stretch come into your spinal column now. And slowly release. So we're going to just undo those hands and then cross them again, just changing which one was on top, meeting at the elbows, wrapping the hands towards each other, and then slowly lift the elbows higher, moving your hands closer to your face. Nice deep breaths in this position. Really draw your diaphragm deep, deep down away from your lungs. And slowly unwind those arms again. So let's inhale, just reach your left hand towards the ceiling, and then exhale, we're going to bring these fingers just down behind the back of our head. So keep your elbow tip pointing upwards here. We're going to help it along a little bit. So just pressing it down with your opposite hand, taking a couple of breaths here. Releasing our tricep muscles. And slowly release the pressure on the top of your elbow and just take that hand up and then exhale and down. So changing right side, reach it up. Exhale, fold the arm back and then just gently tuck your elbow down. Take your chin parallel to the floor and breathe a couple of times here. This also has a really gentle opening effect here on our chest muscles. And then we're creating space in our thoracic area of our spine, our upper back. And slowly release and relax down. So let's just bring those feet forward and we're just going to tap them out a little bit here a few times, and just to release any pressure in our hips. And then I want you to move your legs out towards the center of your mat to kneel down in the kneeling position. Okay, so let's take your books and bring them to the top of our mat. Fine. And we're going to just take ourselves pressing back onto our hunkers here. Okay. And slowly push the heels down. Lift the body up, and we're going to just roll the spine until we come all the way up. Great. So just take our feet hip distance apart, close enough to the books so we can reach in this direction. So, alright, we've got about 5 to 8 breaths here on each of these movements. The first one is called big toes, so we're going to grab our big toes if we can. So just inhale, reach up, and then as you exhale, fold forward, press your hips back. And if this is enough for you, you can hold your book here and rest down, but if you feel you can create a little bit more height from your hamstrings, just press down into your heels and release your fingers to your big toes here. And just take a grip there with those first 2 fingers. Now draw the belly in, start to bend the elbows and just moving forwards and down. Keep pressing down into your heels here, trying to create as much length as we can along the back body, particularly in your sit bones, trying to lift and curl them, pointing upwards to the sky. 2 more breaths. Release the fingers, inhale, push up through the feet, and exhale, just releasing the hands down. Second one, we're going to go forwards and bring our fingertips underneath our feet this time. So inhale, reach up, exhale, fold forward. And just tucking our fingers right underneath the soles of our feet here. As you exhale, try to go down a little bit further, bending your elbows, pressing into your heels. Allow the weight of your upper body just to sink down. The crown of your head is weighing heavily towards the floor. And slowly release the hands. Inhale, reach out in front, all the way up. And exhale, releasing down. So let's take our left foot back. And we're going to turn to the triangle position, Trikonasana. So this is a great stretch for the lateral side of your body. So we'll just inhale our right hand, reach it to the sky. And then exhale, we're going to move over to the left side of the body. So the feet are not so wide here. And then slowly slide your left hand just down along your leg, continuing to reach, looking up at that hand. Really pressing down into that right baby toe. Inhale back to center, and exhale, just releasing down. Left hand, reach it up. Exhale and press down into your baby toe as you move to the right. Slowly release your right hand down and very gently rest this hand here on the side of your leg, looking up. And just feel that stretch in on your side waist, all the way down the side of the leg. And inhale back to center and release that hand down. So taking our toes back to the direction of our book again, we're going to do a variation of the Trikonasana. So put These feet are facing forward, hips forwards. And our first version here is just to keep our hands on our hips so that we're aware of our pelvis and the way and the direction it's traveling in. So just inhale, look up. And as you exhale, just chin to chest as you fold forward with the upper body. So keeping this knee nice and straight all the time and trying to avoid your hip rolling in or out. And just finding the length in particular here from this back leg, front leg. Two more breaths and then just allow the body to relax down, lowering your head below your knee. And slowly come up from there. Well done. So, second version here, we're going to just take our hands clasped behind our back and stretch the chest as you look up. And as you exhale, moving forward, tilting in that same direction. Chin into the chest, make the spine nice and long, and then just begin lifting these arms. And slowly raise down further. Last 2 to 3 breaths. And releasing back up, push into your feet. And release to the center. Ooh, losing balance. Okay, so turning the feet in our opposite direction. Straighten out the leg and straighten the hip towards the short end of your mat again. Hands on our waist and exhale, fold forwards. Taking about 4 or 5 breaths here before you fully release down. And just a little gentle press with your elbows towards each other. Find that opening across your chest. Next exhale, release the crown of the head forward. And just deepening into your stretch. Press the head out in front, push into your feet and slowly come back up. Release the hands to the base of your back, press down, look up. And as you exhale, fold forwards again, taking the chest parallel to the mat. Folding all the way forwards now. Just relax your head below your knee. And slowly push into your feet and travel back up. Super. So turning both feet in now. We're going to just work into wide angle pose. So just taking our feet out that little bit wider. Okay, so I just need to turn my toe towards the books here and then slightly edge my heel back further than my toes on this back leg. So just lift the waist inwards and we're going to bend down into the movement this time. Alright, so once we find a little bit of stability and the length on our inner leg here, we're going to just inhale, reach up. And as we exhale, folding to the side, lowering that hand that's closest to the floor Let's see about reaching those blocks. If you want to go a bit deeper in this stretch, you can bring your hand either to the front or the back of your leg, and then just look up, bring that gaze up. Rolling your baby toe down on that leg that's furthest away from you. And slowly push, push, push. Inhale. And exhale, hands to the waist. And let's switch the legs. So I think I'm going to do okay without my books here in this one. So if you do need to change them over, just bring them around. Little cat's outside. My little friend. Okay, so bending into the knee there. I want you to inhale and reach up. And then exhale. And let's move off to the side. And slowly back into the center. Inhale, turning the toes. Exhale, hands to the center of the chest. So walk the heels in tiny little bit. We're going to do wide forwards fold. So inhale, reach up. And this time we're lowering our palms down to the floor, but keep them in the center of your feet here. Press your hips nice and high. And as if you're trying to push the floor apart. And slowly come up from there. And exhale and release down at the sides. Brilliant. Okay, let's take ourselves just to kneeling position. Usually I give the cat some milk, and I think he's waiting there for it. Alright, so we're going to just do a little side waist stretch, and then we'll be taking our feet out in front of us. So just reaching our left hand here down towards the mat. Inhale your right hand up by your ear, and exhale, just move to the side gently. Find your center point here. Really pull the belly button in. And back into the center. And slowly just release that hand down. Now we're going to take a twist with the next one before we repeat the other side. So inhale, reach up. And as you exhale, just lower that hand here to the outside of your right thigh, and then turning to the back. Inhale, reaching up, and exhale, down to the side. Inhale, bring your left up, and exhale over to the side. Send all that breath over to the left rib cage. And inhale back to center, and release the hand down. Inhale, right hand up. And as you exhale, lower to the outside of your left thigh. Press gently with the back of your hand and rotate. and slowly release. From here, let's just take our feet towards the end of the books again. We're going to just place them either side of it and just kind of grip on with your ankles. So just a forward fold stretch from here. Inhale, reach up. And as we exhale, just easing the body forward to stretch towards either your feet or those books. Just taking a hold of your feet if you can, and then draw your shoulders back as much as possible. Try to round up your glutes a little bit in this movement and really stretch along the back body. Inhale, reaching up, and exhale, release the hands down. So just taking our right leg, take it closer to you here, and then just take it across the opposite one. And we're going to just give it a nice hug here, sit up nice and tall, feel the stretch in our glute and lower back, and breathe a couple of times. You can try and cradle your knee with your groove in your elbow there, that little nook. And slowly release. Let's take the foot forward, release it out, and then crossing over to the one, bend it in, and take a hold. And try to sit up tall. I see some common mistakes in my class, people relax to do this. Really try to find the stretch in your body. Breathe nice and deep. And slowly release from there. So bring your feet to touch. We're going to just press our feet together and try to work on the opening in our feet and our hips. So I want you to try to open your feet like you've got a book in front of you and you're just opening it out and shutting the book. And again, opening the book and shutting the book again. And just pressing your pelvis forwards into that movement. Just finding the stretch in your hips. Maybe you'd like to stay in the stretch a bit longer and do your breaths from there. Or you can make it dynamic and move. So crossing over at our feet to easy cross leg. We're going to finish where we started. So a short sequence for you to practice at home. I hope you have a lovely day, whatever you're doing, and that you got a little bit more stretched out, particularly in those seated muscles, your posterior chain. So we'll just finish the class with Namaste today. So taking our hands into the center of our chest, draw your elbows back and down. Wishing you all peaceful and happy journey today. Namaste.